Hello and welcome to Pirate News. I'm Bobby Steiner.
And I'm Andrew Raccuglia. On today's episode, we will be giving you the latest from across the campus, tri-state area, and the globe.
We will also have your Seton Hall sports update and the 5-day weather forecast for the South Orange area.
The U.S. UN Ambassador Linda Thomas-Greenfield visited campus for a World Leaders Forum. The ambassador spent an hour answering student questions. These range from the Russia-Ukraine conflict to climate change in developing countries to starting your career in foreign policy. Ambassador Thomas-Greenfield was sworn in February 24, 2021, and before that, she served as the Assistant Secretary of State of African Affairs. This was the first World Leaders Forum Seton Hall hosted in person since 2019.
The university is hosting another one of its Impact Talks later this month. This session offers a creative, unique, and groundbreaking look at design, communication, technology, and education and how these areas intersect. The event will be hosted by Luca Iandoli, Mark Juszczyk, and Idrix Fontanilla, who are experts in these fields. They will offer their collective insights on how these fields converge in very new and exciting ways. The event will take place on Wednesday, April 27th at Bethany Hall from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m.
On Tuesday, May 3rd, Seton Hall undergraduates will have an opportunity to learn more about the dual degree and graduate programs the university has to offer. You can enjoy complimentary donuts and coffee on the green between noon and 3 p.m. There will be representatives from each school and college, including program directors and faculty members, who will answer any questions about their respective dual degree or graduate programs.
The 26th Annual Matthew Piesheim Academic Expo will take place at Seton Hall from April 25th to 29th. The Expo celebrates the scholarly accomplishments and academic interests of the entire Seton Hall community. The week-long gathering honors scholarship and innovation and includes keynote presentations and events delivered both in person and remotely. Registration is now open for the opening ceremony on April 25th. Jorita M. Frierson, Ph.D., will present the keynote address, Research Unites Us. Frierson is the dean at the largest and oldest academic unit at Seton Hall and is committed to diversity education.
Now we'll send it over to Louie Pasculli for your Seton Hall sports update. Louie?
Thanks, Andrew. Hello, everyone. My name is Louie Pasculli, and I'll be giving you the Seton Hall sports update. Starting on the softball diamond, the Pirates took a dub against local rival Rutgers University, winning by a score of 5-3. Shelby Smith was credited with the win, and the Pirates currently sit at 15-16 on the season. Seton Hall's next series will be 3 games against Big East opponent Georgetown. Switching to baseball, Seton Hall dropped its last game to Monmouth University after being down 2 in the top of the 9th inning. The Pirates scored a run thanks to a Jonathan Luter's RBI double, but it wasn't enough as Seton Hall came up just 1 run short. Chris Lotito was credited with the loss, and Seton Hall dropped 8-23 on the season. Despite the underwhelming record, the Pirates do have a winning record in the conference, sitting at 2-1. Their next couple of games will be a doubleheader against Connecticut. That will do it for your Seton Hall sports update. Once again, I'm Louie Pasculli. Now back to the desk with more of the news you need to know.
NJIT's student newspaper secured several college media awards recently. The Vector won the Corbin Gwaltney Award for the best all-around student newspaper among large universities by the Society of Professional Journalists. Additionally, the Vector secured third-place awards for best COVID coverage and best newspaper among four-year universities with 5,000 to 10,000 undergraduates at the National College Media Convention 2022's Apple Awards. The Vector will be entered into the National Mark of Excellence Award contest held later this spring.
The suspect in the Brooklyn subway shooting has been identified. 62-year-old Frank James was a person of interest after the NYPD detected that the rented U-Haul van that has been connected to the shooting at the 36th Street subway station was under James's name. He's being charged with 1 count of violating 18 U.S.C. 1999 A7, which prompts terrorists and other violent attacks against mass transportation systems.
Now we'll head over to Brian Henderson with your 5-day weather forecast for the South Orange area. How are things looking, Brian?
Hello, Pirates. I'm Brian Henderson here with your 5-day weather forecast for the South Orange area. We're getting closer to that summer weather with a high of 83 today and a low of 50. Tomorrow the temperature will drop a little bit, a high of 67 and a low of 51. On Saturday, we jump back to high weather with a high of 70 and a low of 44. Then finishing off the weekend, it gets a bit colder with a high of 54 and a low of 40. Then starting off the week on Monday, it is a high of 54 and a low of 40 with a high chance of afternoon showers. That is it for your 5-day weather forecast. Once again, I'm Brian Henderson. Now back to Bobby and Andrew with more news you need to know.
Thanks, Brian. Philadelphia will reinstate its indoor mask mandate next week, becoming the first major U.S. city this spring to do so. This move comes after a sharp rise in COVID cases in recent days. Cheryl Bedigol, Philadelphia's health commissioner, said reinstating the mandate is the city's chance to get ahead of the pandemic. A spokesperson for the city's health department said the mandate would end when the case numbers and rates go beneath a certain threshold.
The federal transportation mask mandate is being extended for another 15 days. This means people on airplanes, trains, and public transportation will be required to wear masks until May 3rd. The CDC says this is, quote, in order to assess the potential impact the rise of cases has on severe disease, including hospitalizations and deaths, and healthcare system capacity. The CDC order will remain in place at this time. The United States is averaging 38,345 new COVID-19 cases per day, which is one of the lowest since July. That's going to wrap up today's episode of Pirate News. I'm Andrew Raccuglia.
And I'm Bobby Steiner. Thank you so much for tuning in and have a great day.
Yeah, you guys are so cute.